So we have got a new update out today called the Asterions Charge. It's to win a new Lamborghini Asterion. There's 7 stages it said in this. That's obviously going to lead up to the next race teams event, which this car's obviously going to feature in. So I presume it's going to be an easy one to start with. There's only 3 goals in the first stage here. So we're just looking for second place. So we need to practice. We're going to win debate. Let's test out a steering out on a few different events just so you can get used to it before we begin. So we're also going to look at the cost of the upgrades. Well, so it looks like today we're obviously going to be at Dubai, I'd imagine, all day. So we've got a cup, autocross and elimination. So I'm just going to start with the cup. Obviously the usual thing for these events is that they say they're going to lend you the car. You obviously got to win the car. You can upgrade it accordingly, and obviously you'll keep the upgrades once you win it. As you can see there's a lot of upgrades, 28 upgrades on here, which is one of the higher levels, and that is really expensive for the bear in mind this is just the first level. It's obviously not going to affect me with my racing dollars, but 1,000 racing dollars just for one upgrade, which is only going to give you a couple of miles an hour as well. That is, you know, some people might not even be able to afford that. I mean, that is crazy money. So it shows you they equate. So we can get a better scope on that. The first one I think was 96,000 racing dollars, somewhere around there, and it was 25 gold. So that's what they equate. Probably 100,000 racing dollars is about 25 gold. So it'd be nice if they did a transfer from one to another, perhaps. No, so that one's different. That's probably about right. It's 77,000. I'm going to do stage 1 and stage 2 only today, and I'll come back for stage 3 so I can get the second round of upgrades done, ready for the next day. So all I'm going to do is goal 1 and 2 now, and I'm going to save the rest till later on. Now the car itself, I mean, to my eye, I don't particularly like this car at all. I don't think it looks very nice. Compared with some of the other cars we've had in the past, I don't actually like that shape very much. Have a quick look at the, oh no, I'm not going to do that yet. Have a quick look at some of the costs of these. The most expensive colours are 19 gold. Not even sure what I'd even want to do with that car. That orange is quite nice. That looks quite nice. You see, 19 gold. Now, you know, people say that it's a lot of money and stuff, but when you do vinyls on these, you can easily spend 19 gold on, you know, perhaps your shapes, or I will get rid of that anyway if it makes any difference. Probably won't. So we'll look how much shape. So there's 7. Now if you wanted numbers and letters, you know, you're already going to be more expensive just by having a number, or obviously alphabet, than just changing the colour of the car. So it's something I don't normally consider, changing the colour of the car, but you know, it's going to change it just as much as any of the vinyls are. I don't ever bother about the wheels or the ride height and stuff, because to me they don't really, you know, I'll have a quick look, but they don't tend to make the really look much different, I don't think. because the wheel choices you don't get a great deal of variation on the wheel shape. These are the same old wheels on everything. I mean, that just looks, I mean, that's just tacky, isn't it? What a horrible set of wheels are, and a 23 gold as well. I mean, the wheels it comes with are far better. That looks like wheels off of a, I don't know, some cheap old Vauxhall or something. Horrible. Don't like those at all. I mean, the wheels it comes with are far better, I personally think, anyway. Anyway, let's go and do this stage 1 goal one. So we've got 2 laps at, didn't see what circuit it was. I might actually put all the assists on just for the hell of it for this one. I don't normally drive them, as you know, but I might put the assists on and drive it in chase as well. I never use assists, but just for the hell of it, why not? Let's have a little look in that inside. Well, that is bright, isn't it? Yeah, definitely. Does this car come with sunglasses, I wonder? It probably needs to. Right, how much is this going to help me brake? First impressions are, I'm cutting a corner, but apart from that, it looks, personally I think it looks dated. The car looks just not very realistic, I don't think. I don't know if it's just because I'm in chase view or what, but that just looks like any other, you know, just any other car really. It's nothing special. I must admit, I've not really been looking forward to this update. Normally the updates I look forward to them, but this one, when I saw the shape of the car, I didn't particularly like it. That is bright, isn't it? Hang on, that's him looking for, no, I can't remember that. He said something about we're looking for second, didn't it? Where's that one behind? Oh. Where's them lot behind me? I might just slot in second here because I don't know if you have to win this or not. No idea. Definitely said something about coming second, didn't it? Well, maybe not. Win these events. Oh well. I don't know where I got the second idea from. Maybe I'll service that eating up. Well, not a lot. Suppose I better win it then. I don't know where I read at the beginning there. It said something or other about second, and I sort of more focused about. Blimey, nearly choked to death then. So focused on looking at the car far too bright. Have a look at these clocks, see what these clocks, whether some of these work or not. The ones in the middle don't look like they're doing a lot. Still crash into him then, even with the assist all on there 12, yeah. This club circuit is quite twisty and it doesn't really give you much opportunity to change camera angles much. I wonder if it will break for me if I don't do anything. Don't appear to. Maybe not going fast enough. I don't really understand assists that much because I don't use them. I'm sort of not really that familiar with them. Still miles in front again. Doesn't actually matter if even if I do just one goal now, because I want to wait for the 2 hours, which in my case this starts at midnight here, so in my case that will be in the morning when I do the third goal, or maybe even a second goal, depending on how much service I use out of this one. Right, so auto cross, normally about 35-40 seconds usually. Short one, this one 25 seconds. I like the wheels, and that's about where it stops on this car for me. He's just got no classic lines or anything. I never like beating it by too much, and the fact this is in the race teams straight after, I will upgrade this a fair bit, and I don't intend skipping any goals whatsoever. I've skipped a few on the NASCARs, was it? Because I wanted to go for value rather than what do you call it? You know, actually achieving the goals. But after skipping a few, I don't like doing it. It's not, to me, you only end up upgrading it afterwards anyway, especially if you're in race teams and stuff. So I'm just going to upgrade it. I don't like skipping. I don't really want to do any more skipping at all. So I'm going to try and not do any skipping and go back to my old ways. I've had that once of going for the value thing and didn't really like it, to be honest. So go back now. Now in that picture there, the car looks a lot better, I think. That graphics of the lines going across the car, giving it like a movement looking thing, it looks a lot better. Right, elimination, rules denation, that might take quite a bit of the service out. Well, I'm not going to service it, even if I have to do second go in the red anyway. I'm just going to do that. I can't imagine it's going to be very difficult to win it anyway. I would have comfortably obviously done this easily if I didn't read that wrong in the first place about coming second. I don't really know how I got that messed up, but everybody's driven lately are the NASCARs, I think. You know, people that are into the game quite a lot. That's probably the only thing we've all been driving, especially if you're in the race teams and stuff as well. And that was a update I didn't like at all. But now I've raced them loads and loads of times. They're probably my favourite cars in the whole game, I think. Funny how you can change your opinions so easily. I always brake too early on this corner. I always think it's coming up about 200 yards, and it actually is. I don't know if this car's really easy to drive, or whether because I've got all assists on low, which I don't ever do. But I'm going to have a go in this one, and just to see really, just to break the monotony of doing the same old thing all the time. I like to try out different things when I'm doing these series. I might not stay with it all the way through. I might actually forget to turn them on anyway, but that's my intentions initially. It's a typical car, feels really good and stuff. But these new cars that we drive always tend to seem good. They all seem to be fast, they seem to be grippy, and might not like the shape always, but they always drive really well. And then obviously once you've won them and stuff, then you go and drive them, then they slip and slide all over the place, don't they? They become a bit of a beast. Let's go one out of the way anyway. Slightly into the red, so I might have to come back when that's serviced. Obviously for goal 2 that would be. But I'll try it in a minute anyway. I'll try it just when it's in the red anyway.